Hello, everyone, one and all. Thank you for joining me today in this live stream. I will be joined by none other than the man, the myth, the legend, the Jedi who shall join us and help us thrive. Sorry, guys. None other than my boy Alex Hanes. Welcome, sir, to the chat. How are you today, man?
I am doing great, Robbie. It's good to be back. Thank you for calling me a Jedi. That I really needed to hear that today. I was like just in backstage like, ooh, Jedi? Okay.
Yeah, that's
How
what we
you
do
doing?
around here. I'm chilling, man. Just uh, enjoying a nice day off, much needed. Jeez,
Mm-hmm.
especially we both guys. Everybody works. Well, some people work. I don't know, and we both work a lot, and we both deserve to just nerd out like anytime we really want. Life sometimes calls for us to take care of what we have to, which is fine. But times like this, we can just kick back, relax with your old Yoshi here, and just kind of
Yoshi.
chill and chill. That movie was great. Oh my god, guys! If you when it comes out tomorrow, please go see it. The Super Mario Galaxy movie. Wow, that is
I'm considering going to a midnight premiere, which is like super rare these days that they have
yeah,
premieres at midnight.
yeah. Holy
You
crap!
know, I just was going through my Regal app and saw. I was like, oh, Super Mario Galaxy at 12:15, maybe.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's worth it. We'll touch on this really quick, guys, and then we'll get to the main essence of the stream. But yeah, it's such a great movie, not just because of the stellar animation, which by the way, whoo, holy crap, it is absolutely beautiful. And I don't just mean how it looks, I mean the way how the action sequences are. It looks very video game like, and I say that positively because it's a video game movie. And just the fan service. Oh my gosh, the fan service, amazing,
What we
amazing.
want.
Go see it. All right, so as we DC fans know, and movie fans and comic book fans, all alike, similar, different, whatever. The new Supergirl trailer, just came out earlier today, and I am very pleased with it. And my boy Alex is wearing his Superman slash Supergirl shirt. And I would like to know, sir, before I get into various things that this trailer has shown us that I was kind of thinking about already, but I think we're kind of getting there. What are your just initial thoughts on the trailer? Like just, overarching thoughts, and then we'll get into some nitty-gritty stuff after that. But what are your thoughts about the trailer so far?
Well, I knew as soon as the trailer started, and like I think we had the same thoughts from the last time the previous trailer they released. I was like, oh, okay, so this is going to be a movie that makes me cry. Like I'm just going to be deep in my feels, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm always a sucker for a character that is just a complete mess, and they're still trying to do just the best they can. And based on what this movie appears to be an adaptation of the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow comics, I think that's exactly what I'm gonna get. So just straight from the trailer, I was just like, this looks, minus a couple of things, like straight from the comic itself. Like they're not even, being sneaky with it. It's just like, here, we're just gonna take the comic and we're gonna put it on the screen, and then Lobo's gonna be in there too, just for funsies. And I was like, okay, I'm I'm ready for this to come out tomorrow. I
Yeah.
need. Come on, let's pick it up. Just push it
Yeah,
out.
let's push up that release date real quick, just just a little bit.
Like I won't give no spoilers to what happens in the comic, but the whole thing with her trying to rescue Crypto, just in the trailer, like they hurt my boy Crypto. I was just like once again, no spoilers for the
Yeah,
comic, but
no.
I'm just like, you leave that dog alone.
Yeah, I was
He
gonna
just
say.
he can be there, but don't hurt him. I know he's a super dog and he can handle business, but no, you leave. He's a good boy,
Yeah,
and you
he's a
don't
really good
touch
boy.
him.
He's a crazy boy, but he's a good boy
He's a
nonetheless.
crazy boy. He's not a good dog, but he is a good dog.
Yeah, I get you. Like he is, but he has his moments. No, I have to agree with you, man. I'm really excited for this movie, and with the teaser trailers that we've seen and whatever, yeah, I was already excited. A lot of people were hyped already, but this really showed a little bit more that I was like, okay, I'm here. I'm here for it because, like you said, it's not necessarily a copy and paste, but it is like oh, here's the comic, and here's the live action movie, and this is what we're doing. Here you go, and I'm very happy with that because they're really going with the true Woman of Tomorrow storyline with Ruthie Marie Knoll, and her family getting killed by Creme of the Yellow Hills and enlisting Supergirl's help, and then Supergirl is her party girl, but at the same time it's more like a coping mechanism because she, as you see, like a lot of people know that, oh yeah, she's supposed to be older than Clark, but how is that possible, blah blah blah. They show her leaving the planet and she's already how she is, whereas Clark left as a baby. So I like that they showed that because it's like, oh, okay, she really is older than him. It's just her cells already like not masticized, but her cells already matured, I guess, to where they are going to be for a long time, or at least. And Clark, he came to Earth as a baby, so obviously he kind of grew in Earth.
He had that extra juice in him for during his development.
Yeah, he had that extra juice during his development, so he grew and grew and grew. And so it's nice to also see that little cameo from David Cornsweet, on the TV. And I'm curious what they're actually going to do with that, because there's obviously Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and then Superman, Man of Tomorrow. So obviously, the comics, and I'm glad that we get a villain like Creme of the Yellow Hills. Like that is some like, okay, James Gunn, I see you. You're going really good into the lore here. Mm-hmm. And with Crypto getting shot with the poison and everything, and then you see it happens to her too. So it's like, okay, I like what they're doing. And then, of course, having Lobo in. Lobo's been involved with several different stories we know of in the comics and animated stuff. And it's very curious that James Gunn includes him in this, because they're kind of like meshing several things, which is cool, because I feel like this is kind of what they have to do with DC now. Marvel's already got their formula. They had like the 10-year buildup, the Avengers, and then after that, they still had a little bit of a buildup. Then they got to Age of Ultron and Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. So like they did it the right way. DC doesn't really have that kind of time right now because of the attention spans of people and how so much more critical people are or feel like they can be. So I feel like they have to come up with a different formula. This is kind of that formula with the Superman movie from last year with the, Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner and all that, and then now we have Woman of Tomorrow with Lobo and Ruthie Marie Knoll, and it's in Creme of the Yellow Hills. So it's like, okay, I see what you're doing. Keep doing this, because I feel like this is what's going to get us a Justice League movie without there actually being a Justice League movie, if that makes sense. Like we're going to get Justice League members at some point. Not right now. I don't see it happening right now.
Right.
But I feel like we're like a movie or two away from seeing maybe like a Wonder Woman or a Flash or even a Batman, but I kind of want them to take their time with the Batman thing, because we've done so much of Batman,
Yeah.
And I think that that's what really will get people if they don't bring in Batman right away. Like he's known about, he can be mentioned, he can be talked about, but he's the Dark Knight. He's not always available for you. Like he comes when he wants to, so it's
right.
Like they could play on that. Be like, I met this guy in Gotham and he was dressed like a bat, wouldn't give me much information. He just grunted a lot, just say something that would be really funny. Like, I feel like they could play on that and then just kind of focus a little bit more maybe on Wonder Woman and the whole Wonder Woman and Superman thing. But then he already has Lois now. So it would have to be before that.
Throughout DC, let me bring this up and then I'll go back to Supergirl. Like, I was never a fan of a Superman Wonder Woman relationship. Like,
me either.
I liked them together, but it just kind of seemed too obvious.
Yeah.
That so anytime they did get together, I was like,
okay, very great,
chemistry, but probably less stressful for both of them. But I was like, never really feel it. I'm much more of a fan of like Wonder Woman and Batman. I feel like that's more like they help balance each other out better relationship wise. I'm a big sucker. I'm I'm a big sucker for superhero relationships. Like I'm like that. If I can do like a hyper niche thing in the superhero genre one day, I was like superhero romance. That's what I want to see more of, romance movies.
Yeah, because like I'm 100% with you on that, because you don't really see. Yeah. Okay, let me. Sorry, like okay, this is good because I'm like, okay, so the Flash TV show, right? There was a lot of drama with the relationships and stuff. They kind of focused a little too much on it, right?
Mhm.
Whereas if they would have had it more about the stories, like within the realm of superheroes and the villains and the rogues and everything, but sprinkling in the relationship drama, that would have been perfect. Which is what they did in like the first 2-3 seasons. They kind of, they sprinkled it in there. It's part of the story, but it's not the focal point. Whereas, we are the Flash. It's like, okay, hold on.
All right, chill out. We are Team Flash. You are not the Flash.
We're Team Flash. Like, calm it down.
I got to do the running. Chill out.
Yeah, like hold on, Iris. I feel you, but
hey,
like we should see a little bit more of that, because there's a lot more humanity to these heroes than meets the eye. Not trying to be funny with the Transformers reference, but there's a lot more to them. Like case in point, Crypto and Supergirl. Like we see that she loves her dog, and of course what happens, he gets poisoned and shot by Krem. So she goes ballistic. You see, like she goes ballistic. I like that they're showing a relational aspect like that.
Yeah.
Now we just need a little bit more of like the other sides of that, right? Like her relationship with Clark, like her cousin. Like there's a movie, I'm pretty sure you've seen it. It's Superman, Batman, Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I think, that where Kara comes down and she's speaking Kryptonian, and Batman finds her.
Love
and then
that one. Great.
That is a beautiful movie. Like, I mean, so beautiful.
Probably how do you pronounce his last name? Andre Braugher as Darkseid, or Captain Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. If you ever watched that.
Oh yeah, Andrew Barr.
I always struggle with his last name, but he R.I.P. to him. He was my favorite voice actor of Darkseid. Yeah, I was just like, his performance made me like Darkseid even more.
Yeah, when you hear him talking, I'm like,
it's like, oh yeah,
it gives you chills, because that's what you envision. Like when I hear Kratos talk, I'm like, good Lord, like that is crazy. So I like that movie because it showed Kara coming down and being how Kara is, and Batman's like, you need to control this girl, and then Clark's like, no, it's fine, she's my cousin, she's gonna do, I like those dynamics. So if we can bring those into live action, I feel like people, especially longtime fans that are like us, or even people that like to cause the drama and stuff, at a certain point they're just gonna sound, I mean, they already sound stupid, but I mean they're gonna sound even worse when something is made this well, and it's made to pander to not just the comic book fans, but people who are cinephiles that just like to watch movies in general and want to see a good movie. So I fully agree with you on the whole that we should see a little bit more of the romantic sides of the romantic relationships. It's just, as long as they're not the focal point of the entire thing.
Right.
I mean, there could be a movie, right, in the like a series of movies. There could be a one that's like, all right, maybe they're trying to have kids, like Jonathan Kent, and you know what I mean? Like maybe they're going to have kids, and they're trying to figure out a balance. Fine, I'll take that. But other than that, let's just steer clear. Like,
I will say, I would want to see a rom-com with Jimmy Olsen and Silver Banshee, because I know they get in a relationship.
Yeah, dude,
I feel like that would be. He's like, my girlfriend's a supervillain. What do I do? And everyone loves Jimmy Olsen after the new Superman movie. So I'm like, there you go. That's his movie. Give him
that's actually a gold mine right there, because that would be like a good detective movie a little bit with him, with the newspaper, and then you can sprinkle in Lois in there and Perry, and you can kind of play on some things. I like that. We got a comment here from Senor Antonio Perez. What up, fellas? Just tuning in for a little bit on my drive to work. We got some good DC coming soon. Absolutely, sir. We do have some good DC coming, and thank you for tuning in, my good man. Yeah, man. We definitely do. And speaking of, let's get to the main man himself. Like, oh my God, man. So,
Oof.
what are your thoughts on them finally? Not only we knew he was going to be Lobo, and we saw it in the first trailer, but now we see a little bit more of him in this one. And what are some of your thoughts on Lobo himself as a character, and then being incorporated in this story?
Well, as a character, I really enjoy Lobo. In this trailer, though, like I don't dislike it, but it's still like, I don't know, getting used to seeing Jason Momoa as a live action Lobo. Lobo live action Lobos of the past. I think there was like two that I know of.
There's
Haven't looked great, in my opinion.
yeah,
Uh, and seeing him in this trailer, it looks better than what I've seen from, like, what was it, the Krypton series.
yeah.
And I think there was a live action Lobo in one more series. I can't think of it right now, but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
no, there's oh
I
wow.
could be imagining it.
No,
But
you're right. Because I made a post. So I don't mean to cut you, but I made a post about this like months ago when the Lobo was first released, and it's crazy because I was literally talking about this with my lady before this and saying everything and all the names, and for some reason I can't think of it right now. But there's technically like three live action Lobos. There's one from like a sketch, like a skit, something to do with DC and Lobo, but it was like a random skit. There's the one from Krypton. And then there's the one from, I think it's Is it Smallville?
I think
can't.
I kept thinking Smallville. I don't quite remember him being in Smallville.
No, I don't remember that, but I think
Could have been.
it might have
Smallville
been.
had everybody at some point.
Yeah, they really did. And Smallville was so great for that too. But I think the one that I liked the most was from Krypton.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was from Krypton, and I forget the actor's name, but they did a pretty decent job with that one. But I want to finish hearing what you have to say about Lobo in the new trailer. I didn't mean to cut you. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, so, like, as of right now, I'm just still, like, in the middle. Don't know if I like it or if I dislike it. I just need to see more. This is one of those things where it's like I'm not gonna have an opinion on him until I see it. Definitely seems to have, like, a different role than what I was expecting, based on the first trailer. Seems like he's gonna be not a main character, but he's gonna be like a guide of sorts. Like, since he's a bounty hunter, maybe they're gonna use Lobo to find Krem, because he's really good at finding people. So seems like he's gonna have an impact. I thought him and Supergirl were just gonna have a little tussle. Maybe they still will, but yeah. So it seems like he'll have a somewhat major role in this film, and depending on how he does with that, we could potentially see even more Lobo. And that's like one of talking about earlier, like how the DCU just like expands itself with every entry. I think this is a good way of them to do it. It's just like, oh, we have Supergirl World of Small, and then they have like one little thing, like, also this is another story we can go off of, we can branch off of. So with this, we got Lobo. In the Superman movie, we had the Justice Gang, Mr. Terrific, Green Lantern, Hawk Girl, Peacemaker. They each one did their own thing that just slowly just expands this universe, and like oh, there's so many more stories we can tell without necessarily having to do an origin story for every single character, kind of like how the MCU does. It's just like, hey, this is a superhero world, they already exist, go. So yeah, I'm excited to see if Lobo will be something cool. I want him to succeed because I love Lobo in the comics and in the animated series. I think he's hilarious and awesome. So like, this will be a cool chance to like spark another major franchise within DC. That way they don't have to put all that pressure on Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. You can really lighten the load of all these characters.
Branch it out and actually get people to be invested in other characters as well, because the reason why I feel like personally, and anybody watching this after the fact, or have any thoughts about it, I feel like people have superhero fatigue because it's the same rehashing of the same heroes or same type of heroes like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man. Like they've done so many different renditions of Spider-Man, and we love all of them. Don't get me wrong, because they're really good movies. They're really very, very well made movies. But Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice, I'm sorry, that was not great. It had its elements that were good, but overall was not great. So it's like there's a lot of as I said, rehashing. So that's where the superhero fatigue comes in. But as you said, they're doing these other things like Creature Commandos, Peacemaker, the Superman, Supergirl, Blue Beetle, like the Young Justice. I wish they would bring that back. That would be amazing. Or just incorporate it into the live action, just there you go.
In there, okay, there they are.
Yeah, there they are. Blue Beetle's one of them. Like in the whole Peacemaker dying, coming back and mentoring Blue Beetle, like that would be really cool. And then somehow Superman's like, I heard that you were a different kind of guy, but you seem to be pretty cool. I can literally hear David Cornsweet saying that as Superman, so I feel like if they, as you said, just kind of, here you go, let's do this instead of so many different origin stories, we'd be a little bit better off in the DC world, Yeah. Got another comment/question here. What villain that's never been in a live action show or movie should appear in an upcoming project? Oh, that's a very good question.
I'm trying to think, because Smallville did so many. In terms of a movie, I mean, you got a few. Like I always wanted to see Parasite, a live action Parasite.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Just like that animated film. That'd be cool.
In a movie, I want to see Brainiac. I know we got him in live action TV series, but a movie Brainiac would hit different. There was one more I was just talking to my wife about the other day. Reverse Flash in a live action movie. I'm still really annoyed at the Flash movie that the main antagonist was Dark Flash, and I'm like, not the Flash villain, Reverse Flash. You're gonna make up your own dude. Like
they had so many good elements too, with Michael Keaton as Batman and Sasha Calle as Supergirl, who, first of all, she nailed that, and she got robbed. And maybe they could do a whole like Millie Alcock and Sasha Calle like multiverse kind of thing, which would be sick. I mean, that'd be great. But a villain. Oh, what am I talking about, bro? Apocalypse. Like, what? Oh my God, Apocalypse. I don't think that they've done a live action Apocalypse. No.
From Marvel?
Yeah.
They did the X-Men Apocalypse movie.
No, sorry, not oh my God. What am I talking about? I mean the Apocalypse, like the planet Apocalypse. In DC. Sorry. Whoa.
I was like,
sorry, guys.
Dang, you didn't like the movie that much? Like, dude,
like Rob.
X-Men Apocalypse.
X-Men Apocalypse is right over there looking at you. Like, no, I meant like the whole idea behind Apocalypse and Granny Goodness and the Harpies and everything like that. Like that, they haven't brought them in, at least into live action yet. And I mean, granted, in Zack Snyder's Justice League, we got to kind of see a version of Granny Goodness, but I mean, I don't really. I'm sorry, there was no
just standing there.
Yeah, just standing there and looking, which I mean, at the time was like, holy shit, look at that. Maybe they're gonna bring more in, but nothing ever came of it. So
yeah.
So I'd say one of them would be the whole planet and idea behind Apocalypse and Granny Goodness and the Big Barda. I'd love to see Big Barda come in. That'd be cool.
Mr. Miracle.
And Mr. Miracle. Wow.
Miracle.
Yeah. Mr. Miracle. That'd be crazy.
I think, if I could be mistaken, aren't they doing like a Mr. Miracle New Gods series? I think it's animated for the DCU. I think they were doing something.
It might be. I'll have to double check, because I do remember seeing something about Mr. Miracle, but we'll have to check that out. Well, I mean, honestly, this question's good because I mean, Krem. I was wondering when they'd bring him in, and they brought him in, so that's cool.
I feel like Krem's a good starter villain for a Supergirl franchise, because he's not like overly powerful, but
he's still a threat.
He's a threat in a unique way, where it's just like, we just can't find this dude, and he's just causing chaos and destruction, and we're just missing him. This is like a different style of villain. I like that.
what's his name? Atrocitus. They have not brought in Atrocitus yet, which obviously is more of a Green Lantern / Lantern Corps villain. But still, bringing him in would force to be like, oh shit, that means that the Green Lanterns are gonna have to show up. You know what I mean? Like they have, like if they could just nudge at him, because Guy Gardner has been shown. So okay, we know about Green Lanterns. Great. You could have Atrocitus pop in. Just pop in and be like, so, Guy, where are all the other Guardians? Or did they die when I stepped on them with my hoof? You know, like, I don't know, something. That'd be cool just to be like, wait, Atrocitus is coming to Guy Gardner? What is happening here? Like, I mean, I feel like us as fans, some people obviously be like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. But it actually does make perfect sense. Like, Atrocitus isn't just targeting Green Lanterns. He hates all heroes. Like, he's going to...
he's just an angry boy.
Yeah, he's a creator of the Red Lantern Corps for a reason. I mean, he witnessed his whole family and planet getting decimated. I mean, hello. So, I mean, it could just be the way how they could make the story is they could just kind of make it that he's just seeking out all sorts of heroes because he's like, oh, well, you guys are the reason why I lost my family. So
yeah,
screw you and your mama, and screw your whole planet. Like they could just bring him in. That would be great. And have the Justice League have to mainly focus on Green Lantern fighting him because Lantern versus Lantern is obviously going to have to be the end battle. Like, come on, bro. That's what we want to see.
And that would look epic to see on the big screen.
Oh, I feel like James Gunn would kill that. Yeah, James Gunn would kill that, bro. So, yeah, I think my vote is. I mean, I have a lot of people who I would love to. You killed it with Brainiac because, we need in a movie. We have to see that. We have yet to see that.
Condiment King.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Just have a serious Batman movie. It's like hell is dark and serious, and then midway through the movie, just throw Condiment King in there.
Yeah, that's just
and then just have them beat him up.
Yeah, just a small little,
nice little break from the seriousness. Just have them jump Condiment King, or not even jump him. They just let's go to prison.
Batman's like, I don't have time for this. He just one hands him. Like,
just come on, just get in the car.
Oh man, that's hilarious. So yeah, man, I think a combination of like Brainiac, well, as you know, it's in the Krypton series, yes, but that's not technically considered canon. So, I mean, just bring in Brainiac to a movie, and then we have Krem now. And honestly, we've already gotten Zod, but like Val Zod, who is like, like a black Superman technically, but like literally, I believe he's a villain too. It's somewhat like a villain or like an anti-hero or something. No, I don't think that's.
I think he's like, isn't he like president of the United States?
I have to be honest. I'm not really too well versed on Val. I just know who he is.
Yeah, like, you know, I think he's a good guy.
I think he is as well. I think
he ends up being president of the U.S.
I think I'm thinking of somebody else, but even though he's not a villain, but
what about that one? Not really a villain. He's just more brutal hero. I think it's the son of Zod in the. I think it's called Gods and Monsters. Remember that animated Justice League movie is like a vampire Batman.
Yeah. Justice League Gods and Monsters. Yeah,
that one. Yeah, like that version of Superman is the son of Zod. He's just more like that would be cool. That would be a cool.
You just hit something on the head, bro. Like that is crazy because that version of Superman, yes, he's the son of Zod, and he looks more like, how do I put it? Like he looks rugged. He looks like just like in a black trench coat with a weird haircut, like
the goatee.
Yeah,
he looks like Zod.
It gives off Zod. So I mean, that would be cool, and having that like vampire Batman would be pretty cool too, and that very brutal Wonder Woman, Warrior Woman.
Wonder Woman. I think what is she? Invincible. Like the daughter of Darkseid or something, I think. Or
Yeah, because she has apocalypse. No, 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 no. She was supposed to marry
She was supposed to
Darkseid's
marry
son.
Darkseid's son. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Darkseid's son was actually good. Like he was
Yeah.
actually like a decent person. And something happened. I forget who. Like it was like a betrayal at the day of the wedding, or something happened. Oh, it was her own people. I think they planned the whole thing.
Popped a
And
red wedding.
yeah, they really, wow, that they did the red wedding before. That's funny. So yeah, they and she was just so upset because she actually grew to love him, and then she just vowed to just screw everything. Like, I mean, can't blame you.
It's like, you ruined my wedding. You got to get it.
Let's get to this guy here, Creme of the Yellow Hills. First of all, he looks pretty cool, I will say, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they do things with him. And I know at some point he ends up in the Phantom Zone. I mean, I'm not going to say how, because for people who haven't really read or know anything, but then again, they're going to find out. But like you said, he is definitely more of like a mid-tier villain, you know,
like in terms of power, he's not much. He's just like a mean alien dude.
yeah.
But
And granted, he can still mess you up on a bad day.
yeah,
But in terms of like him versus like Brainiac or Metallo or Reverse Flash, I mean, my money is on all of them, to be honest with you. But he also is, again, he's still very brutal. So I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah, I feel like just based on the trailer, it's giving me Kill Bill vibes. You know how like she's constantly going after Bill, and you don't really see him, but you constantly feel his presence, and like just the threat of him is constant. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from Creme of the Yellow Hills. We won't see much. We'll just see him in like flashbacks and all that, and it's just the journey to getting to him is more dangerous than him himself.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling about Creme.
Yeah. And that, especially in the trailer, I want to know how he pulls up on Kara and shoots Crypto. Like they just go to that, right? Which, I mean, obviously he's the reason why Ruthie Marie Knoll is seeking out Supergirl's help, because he killed her parents. So she obviously needs the help of a stronger person. But Ruthie Marie Knoll also becomes strong within herself, which I can't wait to see that process and how they do that. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, I think it's more going to be like the journey to get to him is going to be what's treacherous, which is what we see mainly of. They obviously can't show us the big boss battle yet, but that's what we mainly see. And then that's how we meet up with Lobo. And Lobo is, you know, I hope they bring in like the Krolataeans and stuff from like Young Justice and some of the comics, just to kind of throw in some Easter eggs. Like I feel like in Superman last year, they threw in a lot of Easter eggs. And I feel like in this, they're going to throw in even more, especially having it's so weird what they're doing, right? Like they're doing the Woman of Tomorrow comic. And I mean, they're doing it.
They're doing it.
And you have all these people, including Lobo. And then you have this little cameo of David Cornstalk right there.
Like,
just on the TV. Just like, hey, I'm just checking in on you. What's up? Like, what you doing?
You busted a hole in my house last time you were here. You were very drunk.
Just want to know.
Check it in.
You want to come and you gonna help the bots fix this?
You called me a bitch and I didn't do anything wrong, so just checking if you're good.
Honestly, later, bitch. Like, okay, well, thanks. I mean, I just got mossed around by Bizarro or whatever you want to call him. Like, hello. So I'm curious to see what the third act. So sorry, the end of the second act, leading into obviously the third act, the end of the movie, and then what we get in a post-credit scene, if we even get one. Yeah. Because I mean they have to do one. I'm sorry, but I'm curious to see what the next step is, because technically speaking, yeah, I don't. It could be the Man of Tomorrow comic, you know, or that animated movie where he is finding, but he's already established as Superman in the live action DCU. Whereas in that, he was wearing like a flight jacket and so, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't, and then he was fighting Parasite, and then John Johns shows up and Lobo shows up, you know, in that movie. So it's like they could kind of blend it together they're introducing Lobo with Supergirl.
Mhm.
They could do a mix, and I mean, they could actually bring in Parasite in that Man of Tomorrow movie. That would be cool if they actually did that.
I would love to see Parasite. I feel like that, because like the DCU is trying to establish like there's many different types of stories within it. Because we're eventually getting the Clayface movie that's going to be like a body horror film. And as much as I dislike body horror, it's the law. I have to go see it.
Yeah.
It's in the superhero. But like a Superman movie with Parasite as the villain could be another type of superhero / horror film, because the idea of Parasite is terrifying. He just consumes people, and it's scary. And that's stronger. A villain that Superman can't just punch in the face.
No, because it literally absorbs Superman's power and his weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
But still, though, thing can mutate and gestate and do all the eights. It's weird. It's just weird.
Very gross. Different versions of him are really gross.
So I mean, you're right. They could, but that's the thing with Superman. Do you think that they would ever? I don't think they ever would, but kind of bring in a horror aspect with Superman. I would like that. I would love like kind of like a Brightburn kind of thing, but that's it's very like way left field. But
was that a James Gunn movie?
No, it's not that it was James Gunn. It's just like they kind of did like a whole spin on the whole Superman thing. And if you at the end of the movie where there's like news reports and stuff, they're like, this like bat-like creature that people are scared of. There's this what is it? This treacherous thing of the sea and holds a trident. I can't remember if that's the exact terminology, but they're basically talking about the Justice League members, but in a horrific way.
Yeah.
Because, so I would like to see more of that. I wish they would have continued that universe.
When I first saw that, I was like, oh, dang, what if this Brightburn universe is the world where the crime syndicate is formed? And like that's what he grows up into, so it's all like,
they could have done that.
I was like, that would be a cool way. Like that's why I thought, I don't know why I thought James Gunn made Brightburn, but I'm like, that would be a cool thing to do if they at some point explore Crisis on Two Earths and the Justice League of the DCU go to the Brightburn universe, and that's the crime syndicate now.
No, it was directed by David Yarovesky.
David Yarovesky. Oh, so I was way off. Why did I think James Gunn? Oh,
it was written by Brian Gunn and Mark Gunn.
That's probably why. I don't. Are they related? Are those the same? Are those same guns? Different guns. Funny. One's a pistol, the other's a shotgun. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. What's it called? His brothers are Sean Gunn and Matt Gunn, and Brian Gunn. And Patrick Gunn. Damn. That's crazy.
Dang, so the whole family's just in the movie business.
Yeah, because there's Beth Gunn, too.
Beth Gunn.
Yeah.
Big Gun.
That's so funny. Somebody could make a parody. That'd be funny. A big gun, little gun. I don't know.
There's too many guns.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of guns, man. Jeez. All right. So, I mean, there's not much more to really unpack with this trailer because they didn't really give us any more than what they gave us with the first trailer, aside from seeing a little bit more of Krem, a little bit different aspects of Lobo, and just something that happens to Crypto, which I'm all about. I'm all about them kind of limiting it.
We do get a little bit more of like what exactly is going on with Krypton. Just a little tease.
Yeah, I did see that.
When the first trailer they came out with, we just saw like that dome going around it. And I was thinking, because in the Woman of Tomorrow comic, her father was able to find a way to like
miniaturize the planet or something.
Contain the destruction of Krypton. So like this section of Krypton was safe.
Which is Kandor, I believe.
Yeah. But in the trailer, it looks like Supergirl's getting like shipped off as the dome is forming, which makes me think that that's Brainiac capturing it or
miniaturizing it. Yeah, sorry, I thought I
so I'm like, so maybe that's just like their small way of like, hey, Brainiac's the main villain of Superman Man of Tomorrow. Here's just
a snippet,
just a little boop. Like, hey, he's there flying around. Be ready for it.
I mean, that would be great because that would be a nice little segue.
It would be, and then I think Brainiac is too big of a Superman villain to not have a movie already. So it's just like I'm glad we're getting him now. Well, in the next year or so, whenever the next Superman movie comes out. But I'm still just like offended that like not once have they put him in a Superman movie, like him or Darkseid for that matter. It's always it's always like Lex Luthor, Zod, and we're gonna make up a dude called Radioactive Man
or a Mega Man or whatever it's called.
Yeah. It's like he has such an extensive rogues gallery. Not as well known as other heroes, but he's got a colorful cast of villains that. Yeah,
Darkseid is probably a major one because Darkseid, his whole thing is getting Kryptonians to be his not Doombots, that's Dr. Doom, his parademons. But like imagine having a pick just like in Superman, Batman, Superman, Apocalypse of War. Yeah. Like he literally gets Supergirl and brainwashes her to be his lackey. And she's in that weird gothic outfit and talking about, Cal, you thought you knew better than me, or being all weird. And it's just like, that's why do we not have that yet? Why do we not have something like that yet? Darkseid was always hell-bent on coming to Earth, obviously to find the anti-life equation, but also to mess around with these heroes and say screw him because he hates them. And they always keep sending him back.
He just does it for the love of the game. He's like, I get no strategic advantage from conquering Earth. I'm just doing it because I hate that guy over there.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's actually not a comic strip or something where he's just like, he doesn't say this exactly, but basically it's like, I loathe you so much, and you anger me because every time he comes to Earth or tries to take over Earth, he's always shot back or pushed back by these stupid heroes who think that they know better than him. And it's like, I would like to kind of see a version of these superhero movies from the other side, from Darkseid's point of view, for instance, or Bane's or Joker's or Reverse Flash's point of view.
That's just a whole movie of just petty trauma inducing. That's the whole movie. It's just like, how can I make Barry's life shitty today?
Be like, well, guys, this guy, I don't know much about him, but he seems to be very, very petty.
I'm gonna turn off his alarm clock so he misses that exciting field trip he was looking forward to.
He's just in the corner there, speed miraging, and then he's invisible, so Barry doesn't see him, and he's just like, that would be, oh my god, that'd be a funny movie, man.
That'd be a funny movie. The perfect ending for that movie would be Barry getting with his first girlfriend, and then it just ends with the Reverse Flash reaching down, and then it cuts.
Oh my god, the classic.
It was me, Barry.
that would be a good play. Paying attention to what fans say and stuff. That'd be really cool.
Just make it that would be a dark comedy there.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that would be very dark, and I think that would be that. Yeah, some people might not like that, but guess what? Who cares? All right, guys. Well, we have, unless Alex, you have anything else to say about Supergirl and the trailer, I think I'm pretty much good, except for I just want to see more. I can't wait. I wish this movie was coming out literally tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or today, and being like, hey guys, so we're about to go actually watch it. So we'll see you later.
I need to see Woman of Tomorrow tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today.
Tomorrow and today.
I need to see it tomorrow, yesterday. That's what I need. I needed tomorrow to be yesterday.
Yeah, what he said.
So it could be today.
Yeah, what he said, guys. I'm not going to try and repeat it, but yeah, what he said.
I'm not repeating that.
No, man, that is, this is going to be such a good movie, guys. DC fans. And I mean, we can probably touch on Lanterns in the next one, but That's going to be a whole other thing, because I do have a lot to say about lanterns, because so many people online are just trashing the trailer, and it's like, guys, can we just take a step back? How about we look some things up first? Like you and I, one of the main reasons that I respect this guy, everyone, is because he will formally admit when he like doesn't know something. Just like me, I will say, I don't know. I'm sorry. Let me look it up real quick. And we'll just be the first ones to be like, I'm not too sure. Let me get back to you on that. Or no, I know this, and it's usually correct, because if we know it, we'll say it. But online, these people just saying, "Oh, this suit looks like trash. He's supposed to bring it out of himself." His debut comic, he had an actual suit. Like
he hung it in the closet.
It wasn't like a suit formed from the ring. It was an actual hung in the closet suit. Like, just look that up. It's really not. I saw that and I was like, wait a minute, why does that look so familiar? Oh, like it just clicked. So I mean, I get it. We're all used to the whole, and it just comes out, which I mean is a lot cooler, duh. But I mean, maybe they're trying to do something different here. Maybe that's kind of like a foreshadowing, like Green Lantern. He's hanging it up. He's just hanging it up and he's passing it off to John or something. You never know. We don't know. I think that this Lantern series is going to be great, and we definitely will touch on that in the next stream. But yeah, I think it's going to be great, man. And haters just need to stop hating.
Well, like, just at least wait. Like, you can be like, it doesn't look as good as I want it to be, but at least hold judgment until you see it. And then if you see it and you're just like, actually, yeah, that was garbage, by all means. Hey,
yeah, okay, fine.
You gave it a shot, you watched it.
It's not even out yet. It's not even out yet. Like, just chill. Just chill. Well, guys, thank you so much. Alex, do you have any departing words for anyone here? Or do you have what do you have coming up in your next videos or anything like that? What is something that you want to share with everyone that you have coming up next?
Yeah, so it's quite a few superhero weeks lately, because we have the season premiere of Daredevil Born Again season 2 coming out, and then season 4 of Invincible's out too. So I've been posting breakdowns on my channel for both series.
Check those out.
Go check those out. Comment, join the discussion, especially if you love those series. I'm slowly becoming more of an Invincible fan. Like, I've always enjoyed it, but like as the seasons went on, I'm just like, gosh darn, I really like this universe. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, like, I really like this Anissa chick. I'm like, I'm gonna read more about her and check her. Oh yeah, hopefully they don't do that in the series.
I have a feeling they are.
But otherwise, like, yeah, so come check out those videos on Hanes for Heroes, and let's discuss them.
Oh yeah, guys. Yeah, his stuff is really good, man. And I've steered away from the Daredevil ones just because I'm so behind, and I know people are going to give me crap for this, but I've only seen about the first 2 episodes of Daredevil. So
what?
Yeah, dude, that's like that's literally everybody's like, you have not watched Daredevil yet? And I'm like, yeah.
You're gonna have a really fun binge marathon though.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
So that is an upside, kind of. That is a bit of an upside.
Kind of. And I just got an early access to the Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord series, so I'm gonna get to watching that after I play a little bit of Crimson Desert. I'm gonna get to watching that later tonight once my lady and I get some stuff done. I'm so excited for that. That's gonna be
Darth Maul's my favorite.
Yeah, dude.
So it's just like, I
have to say, Darth Revan is my favorite from the Old Republic, which they need to bring. Actually, you know what? Going back to Anthony's question, before we end this off, guys, going back to Anthony's question, Darth Revan needs to be in a TV show, movie, series, all of this crap. Darth Revan is dope.
That is a character that, yeah. He, she, they, however they decide to do Darth Revan.
Yeah,
they just put them on the screen.
Yeah, no, seriously, he is such a great Jedi / Sith / both, and neither.
Just whatever suits him in the moment. He's like, these people are being jerks. I'm gonna be a Sith Lord right now.
Yep, that's right. That's Revan for you. It's like, all right, well, you guys want to play? Fine.
We'll play.
Oh man. Well, thank you guys for joining us in the stream. It is much appreciated. And if you are watching this after the live, thank you for watching it. And even if you skim through, that's fine. Cool. We appreciate you. And stay tuned for the next one. As you heard, Alex is doing his superhero breakdowns, which are all great, very well thought out and very well edited. Definitely check those out. And I still have to release my MegaCon vlog. I had so much footage. It's actually really annoying to sift through in a good way. But I want to get that up pretty soon. And then, like I said, I'm watching Shadow Lord, and I'm gonna be watching this movie called Central Station. It's a Brazilian film, and I've heard really good things about it. Like I'm Still Here came out last year or the year before, and it was really good. I mean, really good. So I'm looking forward to watching that too. So thank you guys for joining us, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care.